Alright, just starting up this hill behind my relative's house here in Freiburg, Maine. You got this big tree, a couple of them, kind of all knocked down on top of each other. Not sure if that's natural or not, but I'm just finding the trees are really falling down easier here on the East Coast than what I see in Colorado. So anyway, my uncle told me a story of a couple 50-pound pigs years ago when he was younger, dating my aunt, and something had came and ate one on the spot and then took the other one away. And of course he didn't believe it was a bear. And here at this property I'm staying at, his father-in-law had a couple, well, he had like 4 pigs out there, and he said they went out and were sitting in the car with the windows cracked at night with the headlights aimed at the pig pen, and they were waiting to see if anything came, and sure as shooting, something comes but screams, and said it scared the hell out of him. He just told her, go, 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 let's get out of here, but you just never know. I'll hit the woods on the way down. Huge brush pile right there. I'll try to get that from around here and see what's going on there. Got the sister-in-law's house here, and then it proceeds up to the top of the mountain, so. All right, catch you on the other side. Yeah, just a brush pile where they cleared stuff out around here, so you can see there's been work done. Kind of improved this little road, this little trail I'm gonna go up. Goes up towards the top of the mountain. See, there's another tree down across the trail up there. Just hearing some snack crackle pops out in the woods. Dude. Something is definitely moving around up there. Big. Holy shit. It did rain today. Could be like raindrops falling down, but I'm hearing a bunch of crunches. I don't know if you guys are picking that up on camera, but it's kind of freaking me out. I'm gonna make a video about my experiences in New Hampshire because I did some recording at another relative's house in southern New Hampshire, and if you believe it or not, but I was out there yelling to him and the Sasquatch and doing my thing, and I came back and we ate dinner, and both my wife and my great aunt saw something in the backyard. Now, my great aunt's 86 and she didn't see it as well as my wife did, but my great aunt, I had my back to the sliding glass door, and she said, "Oh my God, what was that?" And my wife came in 5 seconds later and said, "Baby, something was looking in at the window at me." And I mean, pretty much goes without saying. Look at this right here. I'm not lying, guys. I'm totally honest when I tell you these things. Look at this break right here. Look at this. Look at this is a Y-shaped log hanging right here in this tree. Wow. Wow, okay. Look at this here. What's this? Wonder if this is meaningful. A couple pieces of bark here. Another stick. Kind of just leaned up on this one. You know, maybe it all just fell right on there. Who knows? Oh. Guess it's time to go off trail when you start seeing stuff like that. Plus something was up here making noise, so. Are you guys home? Man, look at this stuff. I thought this was going to be like some kind of camouflage netting or something. That's actually growing on the rock. Something's moving just up this hill above this ridge. I don't know if something's moving, but I'm hearing like snap sounds. It rained today, so it's kind of wet out here. My friends, are you home? My uncle told me to walk this trail first before I got off trail, because I don't really know these woods at all, and I don't even know which way the trail really goes. I just know it's to the left of me, and it goes about 3/4 to the top of the mountain. I'll go back towards the trail here, try to pick it back up in a minute. Look at this. This guy snapped off 10 feet up. That's some disturbed earth right there. So, I mean, some moss. I don't know what happened there. Alright, I'm gonna actually turn it off and keep walking. Not gonna waste the footage. Catch you in a bit. Man, I just killed 2 big fat blood-filled mosquitoes sucking on my hand. Damn. But look at this mark right here. Something picked up a log, moved it. There's no trash out here. There's no people walking through these woods. This is private property back here, and yeah, my aunt and uncle aren't coming out here. I actually asked my uncle if he'd want to go, because he was kind of interested in hearing the stories I was telling him and stuff. But he did not want to go at all. He was pretty scared. He's a big dude too. It's like 300 pounds. He said, no way, I'm not going. Look at here. Classic lean over the trail. You got kind of a trail going on here. Like, looks like you could drive it. Check this out. I'm gonna turn around and get a good look. Kind of looks like an open path here. You got this guy across here, and this vertical one placed here. It's a Y-shaped branch at the end, and it's been laid up, broken off. Do not cross. There's an arch right in here. Fucking mosquitoes everywhere. Right there. Jeez, and I can't even stop for like 5 seconds, dude. These mosquitoes are all over my ass. Oh, shit. I don't know what that means or not. If that's something or what. It's harder to tell out here, like I was saying, than it is in Colorado. All these sticks. I mean, did those just like, maybe they all broke down and fell right there? I don't know what this little conglomerate here is. I don't know if that's natural or not. Okay, looks like I'm back on the trail again. Let me just make sure that's the right way. Okay. Well, nobody told me about a split in the trail. He just told me the trail goes all the way up to the top, so I'm thinking this left-hand one is the one that's going to take me to this clearing on the top of the mountain. Turn you back on if I hear something. Oh yeah. Tree across the snowmobile trail somebody had to cut. Sorry. Look at this here. Suspended in the air. Hanging across in the tree. Kind of as an arch. Looks like one vehicle mark. I think this is not the trail to the top of the mountain, just based on how overgrown it is. Standing water to the left of me. Froggy. Man, there's like 5 mosquitoes just on my ass when I turn around, right in my face. Deer flies and shit. This. So this tree, the base of it's up here. I guess it broke off. It'll break off right there and come down. I don't know, it's just interesting how that happened. All the other shit leaning up. Oh, sorry, like I said, if I stop too long, all the mosquitoes are landing on me. Are you guys home? My friends! Get some good echo out here. There's a yummy one. I don't know how that got put up in there. Could have been old, could have rotted. Just who knows? Looks like someone's came up here and done some cutting in the years past. Could have been my aunt's father. Woman that my mother's brother married. This is her dad's property. I wonder if that's Amanita. Not like I would eat it if it was. Jesus, man. Well, damn, it's kind of looking good out here. Still getting chased by the deer flies. Yeah, this is somebody's old playground. I don't exactly know whose property it is, but it's either my family's or the people that it butts up to. Sorry. Had a spider hanging off my camera. Sorry guys, I don't really think I'm like in their presence right now. You never know. I know everybody says they like slow panning, but I mean, if I see one, I see one. If I hear something, I'll zoom in, but trying to document this stuff. This guy's bent down. All kind of crazy, like something climbed it and then hung on it. Could you imagine that? The Sasquatch climbing up this until it got up here and whoop, taking the weight and bringing it right back down here, and then pinning it somehow. How'd they do it? If they did it, how did it happen is the question. I don't know what's holding it. Maybe it just got so heavy. That's weird. God, it's buggy out here. Oh, it's making me miss Colorado research. Plus there's ticks out here and the Lyme disease is freaking bad. Man, I'm itching. I've noticed it, like, if you're out here crashing around and like really stomping on some branches and stuff, it seems like they get a little more excited, like you're not trying to just sneak up on them. And because down in southern New Hampshire, when I had that happen with my wife, seen it, my great aunt, I was out there stomping around and I did hear like a loud snap up above me right when I was kind of making a loop and turning around. And I was like, well, I could just be hearing things and spooking myself out, but I was making a ton of noise, and it seemed like maybe this thing snapped at me, because, not at me, but just kind of snapped as it was walking through the woods, not trying to be careful. And I swear to God, dude, the thing was in the window, looking at my wife. Look at this right here. This birch stump. Oh, it's just whittled away to just that. Okay, look up here. See these marks right here on this tree? Where is it? Right there? Those two marks where the bark's rubbed off? That to me is a sign that they're in this area. That's not random. You know, this tree down here, why is it down? I don't know. Well, maybe the snow, maybe the wind's knocking this stuff down. Well, I don't see any fresh chainsaw marks or anything out here. I mean, I know it's been years since the old man died. I don't know if this was him out here doing it, because I'm looking for an area in the forest that he cleared out. Ooh, with a bench and a chair up there and stuff. Well, you know, I mean, all these trees fell. So maybe that just rubbed off of those trees, because this big daddy here fell with this huge root ball. I don't know. So far it's kind of inconclusive for me, but interesting territory out here. Way thicker than anything I'm dealing with in Colorado. Less visibility, a lot wetter, more rotting wood. Look at this here. Tip of that up there. I don't know. My wife's just like, please don't go in the woods and bring them back home, whatever you do. She's a little freaked out. You know, that's busted, this one snapped. I don't know. I don't know what's going on out here in the Maine woods. Looks like a blackberry, raspberry bush. In fact, these are blueberries right here. You can see a little guy getting ready to ripen up, so these are a little late. Most of the blueberries I've seen are already ripe, being eaten and picked. But I mean, like, all this stuff, you know, all these cuts, all the chainsaw work, this is years old, years and years. I wish I could pull a Scott Carpenter and have a camera on my back right now, so I could catch them peeking at me if they were. I don't know. I think this is the southeast side of the hill, but also I think that northeast side of the mountain where the Sasquatch are is kind of like a western thing, because on the northeast side is where you get the deep forest and where you get the water that's continually there into the late summer before the rains and the snow to keep it nice and wet for them. Well, okay. Enough chatting. turn this off and turn it back on in a little bit. Okay, coming up this other trail. The other junction was right there where I kind of came out of the woods and I went left last time. I'm gonna go right this time, but I didn't notice this when I came out of the woods last time. There's this tree right here hanging. Looks like it's suspended up here in this tree. Maybe it just broke like that. I don't know. It's coming, actually it's coming down from here and going up and breaking, but it's hard to tell here in New Hampshire what I'm working with. It's old at any rate, but just trying to document. I mean, it's old. I say it's old, but then I mean, like, look at this. This is fresh where it came down. So it was either an old rotted tree that fell, knocking some stuff out, or who knows. Okay. Hopefully this takes me up to this clearing. See you in a bit. Just got passed by a little ATV here, coming up the trail. You know, when I had that experience down at my relative's house a week ago in southern New Hampshire, look at this here. I don't know what that means. People could have just broke that off, I reckon, but there's a logging operation out in the woods that my mother's side of the family's doing, and I kind of was up in there and I heard the tractor coming. They told me he was in there doing logging that day, so I was thinking, you know, if he's out there logging, maybe the Sasquatch is out there spying on him, you know, and went and had that encounter. So I'm always out there. I talk to him. Guys, are you home? Or I say, my friends, you know, try to let them know I'm hollering at them and I'm trying to communicate and attract them, but I just wonder what they would be attracted to, if not you personally, possibly just, you know, yelling at them and stuff. Gonna make note of this right here real quick. It's a birch tree. These birches rot like a son of a gun, so it's hard for me to even think that some of these birches are conclusive proof of anything, but it's kind of interesting little deal here. I don't know what that is, where that came from. I mean, doesn't look like a, you know, you can see this one broke. I don't know where this came from. Wasn't off of this guy, and there's no others there. Look at these sticks in the tree too. Let me see if you can tell. These are all independently hanging up here. Just a couple. Huh. You know, they could have just fell out. Might be nothing. Or it might be something. Let me keep walking up the hill and maybe I'll come back down through the woods or something. I keep looking in everywhere I'm going, even driving. I've driven from western New Hampshire, across the state into Massachusetts, up through New Hampshire and Maine, and I'm driving and I'm just looking off the road. I'm looking for structures. I'm looking for a teepee. I'm looking for something like definitive. We saw a few arches and kind of breaks that were oddly propped up, and a couple things off the road that my wife even agreed might be something legit, but after that experience I had down there in southern New Hampshire, I know they're out there for a fact. I mean, I pretty much knew anyway they were here, but I'd never researched it while I lived here. And I just had a nice chat with those people on the four-wheeler. It's beautiful out here, man. Just gorgeous. Test out my zoom. Damn, I can damn near see a Sasquatch right there. Just kidding. Sensitive when you got it zoomed in all the way. Friggin' mosquitoes everywhere. Get off me. Pretty good. I often wonder how good the Sasquatch can see. You know what I mean? They must be able to see way better than us. Their eyeballs are bigger. But of course a hawk or an eagle, their eyes aren't any larger than a human's or smaller, but they got better vision. I just wonder how acclimated that Sasquatch is. Jesus Christ, sorry, I had a bug coming right for me. Bee or something. It's beautiful out here though. Plenty of Sasquatch habitat, you know. Wilderness and the woods everywhere. Bit more people around here than maybe where I was in southern New Hampshire, because we're on hundreds of acres of private land up there, but there's tons of it out here. You know, there's definitely enough for them to survive. My aunt's father carved this little spot out here and put the flag in and put a bench up here before he died. He was the sheriff around here. Well, maybe I'll just walk around this area, see what I can see. Blueberry bushes, low bush, blueberries. I don't see any fruit on them at all. Completely bare. I don't know if anybody's picking it though. Guy told me, man, you scared us, because we were coming up and you blended in. We didn't see you on the side of the trail. He said, I've never seen anybody up here before. And he said he's been coming up here for 5 or 6 years. He just discovered it by accident. So this is not a highly traveled area by any means by humans. Plenty of fucking mosquitoes. I'll do a little walking around. If I see anything cool, I'll let you know. Alright, I guess I'm gonna admit it. I'm looking for a wallow. I'm looking for a flat spot where these guys could hang out. It's weird, man. These blueberry bushes are completely bare. Not one berry. Not even a premature berry. So I don't know if they passed already or what. Huh. I mean, some of this stuff's old, it's rotten. It could just be, whatever, it could just be falling over, but I saw some stuff down here that looked all tore up to the right of me. I mean, even look at this sucker, dude, gnarly, just bashed down and put up in the tree here. I don't know, maybe it's natural, but that sucker split. Huh. Look at this branch. Woo. Fresh guy right there. Top of that guy's busted out. Snap. Well, look at the game trail coming right down through here. Dude, when you're walking on the same trails that they walk on, they know it. They know that you're onto them. I know they do. Flat too. See how flat this is? It ain't like these are deer hooves. I don't see any deer hoof marks. I can tell when the deer are walking through, they really like tear it up. This is all just flattened down. That might be a deer right there. These two impressions right here. But there's one. But I'm not seeing a lot of that. My friends, are you home? Friggin' steep down there, man. I don't got a phone on me right now either. Dropped my phone in the friggin' tide pool. So I'm in the process of getting that worked out. And all I got's the camera and a pocket knife on me, so a little more apprehensive than I normally would be. Little stick snap on the way down the hill. Guys! Hey! I'll just let them know I'm here. I swear that's what happened with the last one. I was climbing up the mountain. I heard that snap and I go back and it must have followed me back to the house. I think it came around the wide way behind this pond and walked this wood line behind a cornfield that's behind my great aunt's house. And then it proceeded to come up to the corner of the house where the bedroom that I and my wife were sleeping in was. And then, of course, it was peeking in and got busted. There's the top of a pine tree snapped off right here. Probably telling everybody, hey, I went this way. Here you go. Got that just hanging up there. I don't know what that's, why that's just hanging there. I don't know, going down that steep side behind me looked the most promising, but I'm a little wary of getting in that steep in here. No cell phone. Nobody to hear me yelling. No trails around with other hikers and cyclists and such. I'm not really like scared of the Sasquatch per se, but I'm pretty wary of like Dogman. That's one thing that really does kind of freak me out. And I mean, I know like Kirk Stokes has got some video, he says, you know, seeing the things there, and a couple people got videos of them where they're not like being aggressive, they're just kind of hiding. But you start listening to some of these interviews, like listen to that interview, I keep talking about it, that Wes Germer did on the Justin Fall show, F-A-U-L-L, and they're talking about genetic experiments and creating the Dogman in laboratories and stuff, and it's just like, man, if this is true and this is happening, then anything's possible. Anything could happen with these things. They could eat you, they could attack you, they could be aggressive towards humans easily. It's not like I got on a lab coat and a friggin' clipboard. Like, I don't know what kind of humans, you know, military looking people. I just don't know what they would be after. If they'd be eating people, if they just want to kill them. They say that the military will release them and then even maybe go in and kill them after they kind of study what they've been doing. I don't know, dude, it's freaky though. When you start thinking about stuff like that, which is why I don't often think about it when I'm out in the woods. Big jump. Well, I'm gonna get walking back down the trail. Maybe I'll try to cut through the woods as I go back towards home. All right, guys, out here from Freiburg, Maine. See ya. Check out this piece of bark up in the tree. This log up in the tree there. And we got this, kind of looks like an X. It's not quite touching, but that branch was pulled down either by gravity or otherwise. And this guy is up in the tree. And looks like that actually got raised up into the tree. Put into the tree there. This is kind of interesting too. As I look all around, it looks like something might have been stepping in here. I don't know if you can tell, but you got this big dirt area right here too. Fresh scrape mark right here. I don't know if something's rooting for bugs or if that's just a washout or what that's indicative of. I'm not 100% sure. I just came across this. Did not grow here. Placed between the tree. Also got this one shoved in there, probably coincidence, just leaned up, but I don't think that just fell there out of nowhere. Just checking this one side of the property real quick. You can see there's like, damn, I gotta zoom out. Okay, this was an old arch that came down and something rested on it here and held it down. There's also a snap right there coming in. I just heard my third wood knock noise. It's not like super loud. It's just like bang, bang. Almost like the sound that a woodpecker would make, except it's one hit. I just heard it again. Coming from up the hill where I just came from.